Good morning, class. This is your online class of class 9, and I am your teacher, Miss Nima. And today I'll be continuing with the chapter The Lost Child. So, this is the part 3 of the chapter. After the boy had saw the snake charmer stood playing a field to a snake which coiled itself in the basket, its head raised in graceful bend like the neck of a swan, while the music stole in its invisible ears. So, as I've told you in the part 2, they when he entered, he saw first the sweet seller, then he saw the flower seller, then he saw balloon seller, okay, then now a snake charmer. But as you know, he knew the answer of his parents that they would not buy him any of them, so he just moved on. And finally, when he saw a snake charmer and he went towards, he knew that his parents won't allow him to listen to that kind of a music. They had forbidden him, okay, they have banned such listening of the music. There was a roundabout in full swing, and finally what he saw is a roundabout, okay, and there he saw men, women, children, all in the roundabout, and all were enjoying the roundabout and laughing and crying, okay. And now finally he mustered his courage and asked his parents that he wanted to go to the roundabout, and he pleaded to his parents, but there was no reply, okay. And when he turned to his parents, and he saw he was ahead of him and there was no one, okay. And what happened is that, so he looked behind and there was no one. So as he finally mustered his courage to ask for the roundabout, and when he asked that he wanted to go to the roundabout, and when he turned there, his parents were nowhere, okay, no sign of his parents. He had already moved quite forward, and with he was kind of very scared. He was scared, okay. And he was crying, and his body out of out of fear and all, he was kind of shaking, okay, or jerking, okay. Mother, father, tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fierce. His flushed face was convulsed with fear. Panic-stricken, he ran to one side first, then to the other, and his yellow turban came untied. His clothes became dirty. So he was running here and there to find his parents. Okay, he was scared that now he finally realized that he got lost, and he was wearing a turban, yellow turban, that was also untied, that was loosened, and his with the mud and the dust and sweat. What happened? His clothes started becoming dirty. And what happened is that, so he was sobbing, he was crying. When he was looking left, right, he could see men and women all are to enjoying the ride or the fair, okay. And uh, he was trying to find his parents among those in between those bright clothes. People were wearing bright clothes, but there he couldn't see his mother and father, okay. So he ran again, okay, he in the crowd, every little inch, as though the fair was quite crowded, so he was running here and there, okay, crying and wandering and shouting mother and father. He went to the entrance of the temple. There was men, okay, hustling, bustling, heavy men walking, okay. The poor child was quite scared with that huge murderous eyes kind of heavy men, okay. And the he he was due to the crowd, he was pushed back forward, okay. And what happened is that he was a small child, so he was sometimes being trampled under the foot. Trampled means to step someone, okay. And he was being trampled, and what happened is that he was trying his level best to call out his parents in that crowd, okay. So from that crowd a voice came, and the voice was asking questions like, how did you get here, child? Whose baby are you? The man asked. He steered clear of the mass. So the boy was now in utter despair to losing his parents in the fair, and there he heard a voice asking him a question. So what happened is that he was uh, uh, so he was bitterly crying, and he was asking for his mother and father. Okay, so the man saw the poor child, and he tried to soothe, okay, and he tried to distract, okay, so that he doesn't cry so much and exhaust himself. See, look at in the picture, you can see him crying, and the man is trying to soothe him or calm him down, okay. And uh, so he is trying to calm him down, and the man is asking, would you like to go a horse ride? And but he does not want any such kind of rides or balloon or sweet. He just wants his parents, okay, and he is shouting, I want my father, I want my mother. So the man is trying to soothe the boy, and he is taking to the snake charmer, do you like to listen? So but the child is in utter fear and utter sadness that he lost his parents. So he does not want to even listen to the snake charmer, and he's shouting back, I want my mother and I want my father. The man again tells the boy to that, do you want a balloon? So the man wants to calm down the baby because it's shouting and crying, okay, but he is persuasively crying for his parents. He just wants his mother and father. So the man still trying to make the child happy, okay. And what happened is that so he's trying to tell the little boy, look, this there are such a beautiful kind of a flowers, do you want a garland in your neck? And the child is just turned his nose away from the smell, okay. He just wanted it flower. So the same child wanted all those things with his parents, but when he got lost, he is not interested in those things like balloons, flowers, the sound of snake charmers, sweets. He just wanted his parents. So he does not even smell the smell the flower, and he just sobs and cries up for his parents. uh, so now the man tries to soothe the boy, telling him giving him the sweet, okay. So child, do you want some sweet? But the child turns out his face from the sweet, and he just wants his mother and father, okay. And this much is the chapter. So what happened is that this chapter is written by Mulk Raj Anand, and you can do the question and answers 1 2 3 4 5 in your copy. And when the school reopens, and when the classes will commence, I will be checking your question and answers. And if you have any queries, you can comment down in the box, okay, in the WhatsApp. Okay, thank you.